what's happening now is very disturbing. Students are going into the churches where the old believers are celebrating masses, and they're driving the priests out at knife point. They're disrupting masses, trampling missiles underfoot, breaking statues, all while saying that they're filled with the Holy Spirit. And on top of that, there's these speak out prophets who say that they're filled with the Holy Spirit and they're really militant.
Melanchthon, you got to put a stop to them.
But how can I stop them? To obstruct the movement of the Holy Spirit, it's a sin.
Sin boldly, still more boldly. Philip, I tell you to believe. Give the devil to the devil, and God's angels you'll receive. You will savor God's favor when you trust and believe. The grace and glory of the gospel, saints and sinners relieve. Sin boldly, still more boldly, I tell you to believe. If you stay on a humble level, God's grace you will receive. It's the story of God's glory, in that Christ sets us free. To revolt is not the story in our theology. Saved are we by God's grace, under God's own smiling face. Faith is not slavery, for freedom Christ set us free. The Holy Spirit indeed. They've swallowed the Holy Spirit, feathers and all. Melanchthon, even if you think they have the Holy Spirit, sin boldly, man, but more boldly, still believe. Can't you discern the evil in their spirit? Sin boldly, still more boldly, we are going to believe. We'll give the devil to the devil, and God's angels you'll receive. Let us savor God's favor when we trust and believe. The grace and glory of the gospel, saints and sinners relieve. Sin boldly, still more boldly, we're going to believe. If we stay on a humble level, God's grace we will receive. It's the story of God's glory, in that Christ sets us free. To revolt is not the story in our gospel theology. Saved are we by God's love, Christ roots for us in heaven above. For our true humanity, set free from all captivity. Sin boldly, still more boldly, we're going to believe. We'll give the devil to the devil, and God's